Hey, thank you. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Thank you to the Traders Corner team, Anthony, Marie, for having me on. Always appreciate the opportunity very much. And like Anthony said, we're going to talk about some SPX income trading. And I just caught the back end of Peter's presentation. It sounds like we are doing a lot of the similar things as far as it relates to options. And so that's it is a breath of fresh air because it's something that actually works. And we're going to talk about this very simple method and strategy, even if you've never traded before, and even starting with a small account. So my name is Silas Peters from T2 Markets. I'm going to show you how to build daily income from SPX options without guessing direction, without spending hours at the screen, and without needing any prior trading experience. And by the end of this session, you'll see how traders just like you, beginners, burnt out veterans, even full-time professionals, are now collecting 3 to 5 income checks a week using a rules-based strategy. It literally only takes about 10, 15 minutes a day and has proven itself across thousands of trades over and over across more than a decade of data. Now, I want to set some expectations. This is not some get rich quick nonsense. You're going to discover a real proven strategy to build consistent income using SPX options. And it's the same approach that I use every single day in my own accounts. Now, you're going to also see how to potentially generate wealth or build wealth from SPX income options while avoiding the hype, narrative traps, high risk gambling, not from wild bets, but from a methodical system using repeatable trade setups and mechanical rules. Now, what's great about this is this works without needing an audience, without selling anything, without running ads, without staring at charts all day. There's no special skills needed, no selling, no dancing on TikTok, no massive risk, just one repeatable skill that pays. And as Rob Schneider once said, you can do it. And I know you can. I know you can if you put in the work. Now, are you in the right place? Well, if you want to build an online income and need a process you can trust, then you're absolutely in the right place. Now, I'm going to go through and talk about why I think this is some of the best income or the best income source ever. This is number one. SPX trading is a solo sport. It means you don't need to answer to a boss, find clients, or chase customers. And once you learn how to do this properly, no one can take your income away from you. Reason number two, when you learn what I'm about to cover, you can make money if the markets go up, down, or sideways. And it doesn't matter. We're not trying to predict the future. It's about collecting income from it. Number three, there's no building websites, no building funnels, no social media dancing. You master one skill, and I'm going to show you how simple that can be. And this is great. This is something that is 100% recession proof. Mobile ready. Yes, it works in recessions, booming bull markets. It does not matter. And you can even do it from your mobile phone. It's also president proof. Left to right, blue, red, green, brown, doesn't matter. The income system works regardless of who's in office. And then number four, just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Can you ask yourself this? Can you spare 10 to 15 minutes a day? It's all it takes to place your trade and move on with your day. There's no second guessing, no stress, just results. And then number five here, the SPX income system is easy to learn. There's no more zombie trading, no more chart hopping, no more stacking 27 indicators, just a clean mechanical approach that flat out works. If you simply do what I do, you'll start getting the same results that I get. It's really that simple. So you ask yourself, what should we trade? I've traded everything, stocks, futures, Forex, even books. Yeah, I used to trade books on Amazon, and it required a lot of effort, and the margins were extremely thin. But only one market gives me the speed, liquidity, and reliability that I want. It doesn't matter if 1,000 of us are doing the same thing, and that is using SPX options. And this is one of my personal favorites, and it's the core of the entire income system that I'm going to walk you through here today. In fact, I like to be in good company, like that of Uncle Warren. Warren Buffett, you know who he is, who sold billions of dollars in cash secured puts during the 2008 crash. And this isn't just some brand new idea. This is just rarely executed with the kind of precision that I'm about to teach you. And this system right here is fairly new. You couldn't do this, couldn't trade this way that we're about to teach you 2+ years ago. But it's become one of my favorite strategies. And that's how powerful and how timely all of this is for you. Now, quickly, a back story on me. Who am I? I'm the founder of T2 Markets, Blue Marlin Advisors. I'm an entrepreneur, risk taker, full-time trader. I'm a speaker, author, educator. I've worked at the Board of Trade, family office, 15+ years of experience in the markets. But most importantly, I am a husband. I am a father to 2 beautiful girls, and I'm a mentor to thousands. And this right here is what makes it all worth it. Okay, my obsession is helping serious traders get real results. Now, before we dive into the theory, I wanted to quickly cover some stats on SPX. This is the instrument we're going to be focusing on. I want to talk about volume. As the date of this graphic, SPX has seen a huge jump in daily trading activity. That means more opportunity, better fills, faster trades, and the volume continues to explode, which means liquidity, which means opportunity for you and I. Is everybody here familiar with SPX? Type a Y, type a yes. Everybody here familiar with SPX? So what I'm going to do now is break down SPX and SPY. Why SPX over SPY? Well, here's the deal. SPX has no dividends while SPY pays a dividend every quarter. SPX is European, which means no assignment risk, while SPY is American style risk. SPX settles in cash while SPY settles in shares. SPX ceases trading daily at expiration. And we like this. We like this to the fact that there's no assignment risk and that it settles in cash, okay? And so SPX options gives us a unique trading edge that we will use to fully exploit. And that makes it safer for income traders like us. Now, if there's a better, faster, or easier way to generate real income online, then I haven't found it. And I'm sure we've all looked at some point or another. Now, before we dive into this, I'm going to give you my no BS strategy. You're not going to make $10,000 a second next week. This is not, there is something for sale at the end, but no, you don't need to buy it to benefit from this training. I'm a trader first, but what I'm about to show you is one of my favorite ways to make money in the markets right now. And frankly, I don't see that changing. Now, there's 3 core secrets that we're going to cover that change everything. Number 1 is why traditional trading is broken and how we aim to solve it. Number 2 is why most traders struggle and how the market is rigged against them unless they know what I'm about to show you. And then 3 is how to build an account that grows while staying safe. Smartest way to balance risk and reward for maximum growth. So let's start here. What's the real difference between trading and investing, and which one actually matches your goals? Well, we know with investing, it's a slow, kind of passive and often uncertain path. You kind of hold and you hope. With trading, you take control. You take control, but you also take on more risk if you don't have a system. And so SPX income trading combines the best of both, the control and speed of trading, with the safety and consistency of a well-managed investment process. We're talking rules-based, low screen time, low stress, and it's perfect for those who want steady wealth without waiting years. And here's the truth. The market is designed to take your money unless you know how to play the game. And today I'll show you exactly why most people lose and how to flip the script and finally trade like a professional. Now, stats don't lie. You've probably seen something like this before. Over 80% of retail traders lose money. Most blow up their accounts in 3 months or less. Most investors don't fail because they're dumb or they're stupid. They just follow bad strategies and they've got their risk to reward flipped upside down. This is documented reality. And so a lot of this probably sounds familiar. Who is bogged by paralysis analysis? Constantly adding and removing lines, tools, indicators, just trying to, quote unquote, see if this works. Maybe you're fumbling entries, exits, targets, taking trades that look good in hindsight but keep ending in losses. Or you bought yet another course that's impossible to replicate. You're thinking, maybe this time I'll get it right. The system never delivers. Maybe you're zombie trading. Come on, guys. Who is this familiar with anybody? Scroll through chart after chart, hoping the next one is the one. It's exhausting and it doesn't work. Or maybe your results are just mediocre. Maybe you've wiped out a few accounts. You YOLO'd a few trades. You're not alone, but it doesn't have to stay this way. Or you're frustrated because it's not working for you, except for the occasional lucky win. Nothing feels repeatable, no consistency. Well, the real reason most people lose money is because they're winging it, making stuff up as they go along. That's not a system, it's a gamble. Your worst enemy in trading, again, isn't the market, it's your emotions. History proves it. Dot-com bubble, 08 crisis, even the 2020 crash, most traders panicked and lost, but many profited. Why? Because they followed the clues and they followed the rules. And so that stops today. No more guessing, no more hoping, no more hype. This is what you do instead. One simple strategy, master it, trade it the same way every day like clockwork. A rules-based system that's been proven over time, back-tested, repeatable objective is how you create consistent income without emotional whiplash. Retail traders, as you guys are well aware of, are always last to act unless you have a system to guide you, and that is exactly what we're going to do today. No more timing tops and bottoms. You collect income while everybody else argues about direction. And the best part, it works in bull markets, bear markets, sideways, chop, doesn't matter. This income method helps you build daily gains with minimal effort. It removes the emotional decision making. You're not panic selling, chasing green candles. You're following a plan that's already proven to work. And it compounds over time. Small, consistent wins stack up fast, and that's how you build a real trading account without the burnout. Now, I don't want you to take my word for it. I'm going to show you some data. Okay, I want to show you some data so you can see it with your own eyes. Now, this system is based on rules. Rules can be back tested. What you're looking at here is 10 years of data, over 2,000 trades, all from a single setup. This isn't cherry pick. This is every single occurrence of the pattern over a decade, traded mechanically, no discretion, just like a factory. The same setup, same outcome, same process. It either works or it doesn't. We don't guess. And yes, this is on the S&P 500. The ticker is SPX using 0 DTE options. Now, we call this course setup attack and turn. It's a swing trade structure designed to profit when price taps a zone, then reverses. Simple, repeatable, and powerful. You don't need to be perfect. Just follow the rules and the results speak for themselves. And you'll see setups like this appear every single week, and we take the ones that meet the rules and then we leave the rest. And here are some examples. Trades in SPX. Trades in SPX. $5 return, 52.8% on the option. Here's one on Hershey stock, just to show you that yes, we can trade other stocks, futures. Here's another one, a $15 move in the stock, a 91.8% on options, 90% on options, 90% on options, 91.4% on options, 93.3% on options, 84.4%. Slower trade, we still come out ahead. This is return on capital, 98.3%. Here is one where we have multiple setups. 58, 9.6, 11.5. Here's a 95% return. This is what a high probability system looks like when it's doing its job. And our students are crushing it. They're not just participating, they're crushing it. And these results are coming in nearly every single day because we're trading this every single day together. So now I want to get to part two. This is where we go a little bit deeper and talk about why traditional trading is flawed and the fix. Let's talk about what's broken with traditional trading and how to fix it the proper way. So most traders are stuck in a flawed model, trying to predict price direction, time the perfect entry, micromanage exits, and it's exhausting. And here's the truth. Traditional trading is 100% dependent on picking the right direction. You only get paid if you nail the move, which is rare and hard to replicate. It doesn't factor into volatility, market conditions, price behavior, and that's why most traders leave huge gains on the table because they're flying blind. But here's the fix. We trade with the market, not against it. We're using modern tools, new option explorations, and repeatable setups, and we do it without getting emotions involved. We don't need to be right on direction. We don't need the market to make a huge move, and if it does, we just get paid faster. No overcomplicating. This lets us get paid without perfect timing, and that's the edge. And it's a game changer once you understand it. Now think about this. If you knew the market was about to make a large directional move higher, you'd buy, right? You could profit without guessing direction. Would you take that trade every time? Of course you would. Now it sounds obvious when you think about it, but you'd be surprised how many people don't, and they actually just miss out on the opportunity altogether. What if you could profit without timing a move or picking the direction, and even if you did, you get paid a little bit quicker? And that's what this system is designed to do. That is what we're going to learn today. So whether SPX goes up, down, sideways, you get paid as long as your setup and risk profile are correct. You get paid without picking the right direction of the market. It's a simple, optimized process that works with market movement instead of trying to fight it, which I know plagues people time and time again. So how do you actually profit from this? Well, let's walk through the exact mechanics. And I'll show you how this works time and time again. Now, I want to compare this to how most traders think profits work. In traditional trading, you only get paid if you're bullish and you buy and the market goes higher. And the move has to be large enough. So if it makes a huge move, great, you get a big win. But if it barely moves, you get nothing. Or worse, you get long and the market reverses, you lose. So now you got to be right about direction and timing. And the market has to cooperate with a large enough move. That's a lot of ifs, a lot of ifs. But with income trading, it's completely different. You get paid even if the market moves slowly or not at all. The market can move slowly, it can move sideways, and it can even go against you, and we still get paid. It's like getting paid to wait. Small moves, we still win. Sideways chop, we still win. Big move in our favor, great, we win faster. The only time we lose is when the market moves against us too far and we're still in the trade at expiration. And that's 100% okay. We'll still have wins and losses because it's part of trading. And get this, a perfect entry is not needed. Quit wasting your time trying to find the perfect entry and then trying to find the perfect exit. We know that the loss is even predefined. We know exactly what the worst case scenario is before we place the trade. It is so refreshing. No surprises, no disasters, no margin calls. So let's walk through how we profit, okay? This is where this style of income trading flips the script on everything you thought you knew. A trade doesn't need to go big to be profitable. In fact, I don't care if it moves a penny. Doesn't even need to move much at all. We're not relying on speed, direction, timing, just probability and time decay. Okay, we're not using stop losses in the traditional sense. So a trade that goes against us early can turn around and finish in profit by the end of the day. And believe me, it happens time and time again. Okay, the market can go up, great. It can go sideways or a little up, not as great, fine. Go sideways, even go against us, and we get paid. We get a move in our favor. Beautiful. This hits our max profit quickly, and we're out. Small move, no problem. Still a 100% win. And then even if a tiny move, just 1 penny, 1 cent in our favor, can deliver a full win. And that's the edge of being at the money with the spread working for you. And even if the trade moves slightly against us, we can still close for a partial win. Anywhere between 0 and 99% of max profit is still on the table. And that's a good feeling to have when you're in with real risk capital. Trade didn't work out, we already know what the loss will be. It's a risk-defined strategy. It means we can't lose more than the cost of the spread. So, for example, if we do a $5 wide spread and we receive a $2.50 credit, the most we can lose is $2.50. So I can go walk my dogs, I can go play golf, I can go swimming, I can go do whatever I want to do. Worst case scenario, we let the trade go all the way, but most of the time, the market gives us plenty of time to adjust, manage, or simply let the probability play out in our favor. We're not trading naked options. We're not holding for weeks. We're taking quick, controlled, structured trades and stacking small wins. The real power isn't just the wins, it's the confidence. To know exactly what to do, when to enter, when to exit, and most importantly, when to stay out. And that's why traders who follow the system don't panic. They're not glued to the screen. They place the trades, manage the position, and move on with their day. Don't overthink it. The rules are the rules, and when you follow the system delivers. So I want to zoom out here, 30,000-foot view of how this works. First, we're going to identify what we call a pulse bar. Next, we wait for a clean break of that bar. Then we wait for what's called a profit package. Finally, we manage the trade, or we let it expire for max profit. That's the entire model, and how we do this in less than 15 minutes per day. Congratulations, pat yourself on the back. You have a profitable online business. And so what do you need to run this strategy? Well, not much. Any charting platform works. I personally use TradingView, and this is a platform that we have pre-built indicators and workspace templates for. But you could technically use any brokerage or firm out there that has basic charting. And for options execution, I prefer Tasty Trade or Thinkorswim. You can use interactive brokers, E-Trade, Fidelity, all that stuff, as long as you can place a basic option spread. Okay. So first one here, pulse bar. We identify this in the first couple hours a day. You don't need 14 indicators or some NASA terminal. This strategy is built on clean charts and one visual cue, which is the pulse bar. Less clutter equals more clarity. So what is a pulse bar? Let's break it down. Pulse bar is a 30-minute candle that closes in the top or bottom 10% of its range. It signals strength, bullish, bearish, in a way that's easy to spot and act on. And here's what it looks like. A bullish pulse bar equals a close in the top 5% of the range, okay, top 5% of the range like we see here, and higher than it opened. A bearish pulse bar closes in the bottom 5% and lower than it opened. So one glance, one condition, and that's your setup trigger. So again, very specific characteristics, closing in the top or bottom 5% of its high to low range, okay? And so we know that the high to low range is what? 100%, right? High to low, it's 100%. So all we're looking for is a close in that top 5% or a close in that low or bottom 5%, okay? Bearish pulse bar, bullish pulse bar, not very difficult. So if you're doing this manually, that's fine. It's very simple. Just get the Fibonacci tool on the platform. It's available on every platform out there. Set it to show 0, 5%, 95%, 100% levels, and then measure the high to low of the first 30-minute bar. Okay, or not the first 30 minutes, the other 30-minute bar. If the close lands in the top or bottom 5%, then congratulations, that's your pulse bar. So can we automate a pulse bar? Can we automate it? The answer is yes, we can. Because pulse bars are a mechanical rule, we can have them actually coded into TradingView. Okay? Because it's rules-based, automation is easy. And my team and I have already coded tools that detect pulse bars on TradingView. And we don't just stop there. We have additional filters like ATR, time of day directional bias, swings, and so you're only seeing the cleanest, highest probability setups, none of the other noise. And they're visually marked, and they're also automated for you. In fact, this is a sneak peek glance at what it looks like here on TradingView. Visually marked, you'll see dots, triangles on the chart, labels, projected break zones, calculated in real time, no guesswork, just execution. This is TradingView, so it's browser-based, simple, desktop, laptop, phone, we've got you covered. Pretty slick. And so you're probably thinking, this is cool, but what about performance? Well, since this is a mechanical-based program, we can run backtesting and get some data. Now, although we have a nice, smooth upward sloping equity curve, you can see that we still have maybe some lumps and bumps there in the middle, okay? But when we've added some additional automation to the software, we're able to increase or enhance that equity curve, okay? And this is what it looks like. We now have a much smoother equity curve. And this right here, trading this style, this method gives you a proven edge. If you don't have a proven edge in the markets, honestly, you don't need to be in the markets. You're probably saying to yourself right now, Silas, if this is so good, then why don't you just trade it yourself? And I get this all the time. Why not just trade it and keep it to yourself? Well, you want the simple answer? I do trade it every single day when I'm at my desk, and that is most every single day. I trade the system live with my own money and prop capital in real time. And what you're learning here isn't theory. This is not some recycled fluff. These are the exact strategies that we use in our own accounts. A screenshot from tastytrade. Live real money accounts, not a demo. tastytrade doesn't offer fake data or paper trades, so what you see here actually happened. And you'll see all these open positions here using the same pulse bar strategy I've been walking you through. And the edge applies, guys. I'm going to tell you again, the edge applies across SPX, futures, even stocks if you wish to adapt it. Originally, this was developed for a similar strategy around futures and stocks, but when zero DTE SPX options came along, it changed everything. Same rules apply, bigger edge, more frequent payouts. And look, our students are having and replicating the same success. I love trading, but I also love teaching. Helping others master this system and others is part of what drives me. I know what it's like to struggle with bad information and useless strategies. And so now I'm able to help others avoid that pain and speed up their process. And we've got these success stories that come in every week because we're trading this every single week. So let's get back on track for a moment, because by now you've seen the edge, you've seen the proof, and the pulse bar setup in action. The step one is simple, okay? Wait for a pulse bar in the first 2 hours of the day. You already know what that is. It's a 30-minute candle that closes in the top or bottom 5% of its range. Step two is where the money's made. We place that profit package. That's our active money credit spread. And now that you know the setup, let me show you exactly what a profit package is and how to place one. So, what is the profit package? It's a trade essentially with two parts. Think of this kind of like a game. Player one sells an in-the-money option. Player two buys an out-of-the-money option. Same time, same direction. And specifically, it's you're selling one strike in the money and you're buying one strike out of the money. Simple credit spread structure. And this is what it looks like on a real options chain. You're selecting two strikes, one slightly in the money, one slightly out of the money. And that's where we get our credit from, okay? You'll notice the strikes are $5 wide, $5 apart, then that's our defined risk. And so breaking this down, it means our ITM in the money means the option is already profitable. It's in the money at the moment of entry. OTM is out of the money, means it's not yet profitable. Now, by combining both, we build a position that gives us a net credit and cap risk. Don't overthink this. Use your strategy selector on your platform, choose vertical spread, and then pick your strikes. It's done in seconds. This is an example of a bullish profit package. You sell the higher strike put, you buy the lower strike, and you collect a premium for placing that spread. This is a bearish version. You sell the lower strike call, you buy the higher strike call. Same idea, just flipped upside down for a downside expected move. Logic is the same, the execution is just mirrored. So you say, well, which way do we trade? Well, it's quite simple. If you see a green pulse bar, you're bullish, you place a bull put credit spread, usually on the right side on the option chain. If you see a red pulse bar, you're bearish. You place a bear call credit spread on the left side of your chain. And that's step 2 of the SPX income system. Place the profit package. And now that you've seen how simple this is, whether you do it manually or you automate it with a platform strategy builder, you walk away. This is the best part. You walk away. You don't stare at charts. You don't micromanage. You let the trade do what it is designed to do, because the edge is already baked in. Time decay is working in your favor, and you define your risk up front. Let the trade do its thing. Walk away. No babysitting, no micromanaging. And here's what most traders miss. We only lose if the trade finishes in the money at expiration. That means we've got the whole day for the market to turn around, pull back, or just go flat and still come out with a profit. And so that's how trading should feel. Stress-free, mechanical, confidence in every position. You follow steps, manage the trade if needed, and let the system do its thing. No panic, no overthinking, just results. So to recap, you walk away, let the trade do its thing. You're not watching charts, you're not second guessing. The system is doing all of the heavy lifting. Now, step 4 is this: rinse and repeat. It's not about chasing perfection. It's about taking the same high quality trade setups day after day, just like a production line. So now we get into part 3. Okay, part 3, and that's how to build an account that can grow while staying safe. This is the smartest way I know how to balance risk and reward for maximum growth without taking dumb risks, without needing huge accounts, without guessing your way through trades. As I keep saying, this is one of the most powerful short-term strategies out there. It's fast, flexible, semi-automated, and lets you build an account without years of waiting or watching charts all day. And again, as I've said again, time and time again, it's not just working for me. We've got students that are crushing this every day. Same tools, same results. The only difference is how consistently they show up and how quickly they take action. So I've shown you how this works, but now I'm going to use numbers, because it isn't just about theory, it's about repeatable outcomes, and this is where it gets fun. What I'm about to show you is not a promise, it's a math lesson, okay? Think of this as a demonstration of what's possible when you follow the rules consistently for 10 to 15 minutes a day. So let's say that you start with $5,000. You risk 5% per trade, because we're only trading SPX and we're using defined risk strategies. For every 3 winners, we assume 1 losing trade and 1 no trade day. It's a realistic rhythm, even if you're only trading mornings. So we've won, win-win, loss, win, no trade, 3 winners, 1 loser. That gives us about a $500 gain on a $5,000 account, almost a 10% return. Okay, not bad. Week 2, similar setup. This time you gain $550, up just shy of 10%. Week 3, another profitable week. Week 4, another profitable week. You're looking at $2,300 or a 46% gain, okay, over a 1-month trading period. So you started with $5,000. You risked 5% per trade, won 3, lost 1, no trade per week, made about $2,300 for the month. Now, it doesn't end there. Once you've got consistent profits, you start to compound. You know the quote, Einstein, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. This is where it starts to get fun. Instead of starting month 2 with $5,000, now you're starting with $7,300. Raising position size 5% of your growing accounts, your risk per trade now increases, and so does your profit potential. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bore you walking through trade by trade by trade, but let's fast forward and see what happens. Without doing anything different, your gains start to accelerate. Month 2 brings in $3,300. By month 6, your balance is sitting around 49,000. By month 12, 484,000 and more than $150,000 in monthly income if you're compounding aggressively. $5,000, risking 5% per trade, 75% win rate, building a $150,000 a month income in 12 months. Now, before we get all carried away, let's be clear, that's a math lesson. Could you build a substantial income starting from $5,000? Sure. Is it likely? Not without consistency, patience, and time. But what matters is this. What matters is this. Even a fraction of that could change everything. Would you admit that that would be a game changer? I mean, I'd have to check your pulse if you said no. So we know the math works, but does this strategy actually work? Well, you've seen screenshots from our live Tasty Trade accounts. No demo mode, no faking fills, real trades placed in real time. This isn't winging it, guys. This is rule-based, back-tested, forward-tested, sideways-tested, live-tested with real capital across thousands of trades over years of various market cycles. And it's extremely flexible. While SPX is my go-to, you can adapt this to futures. I do trade this on options, futures options, ETFs, even stocks, as long as they meet the basic set of criteria. But for simplicity's sake, SPX is still the most elegant version of this system. Remember, this is one of 7 strategies we have in our back pockets. Again, another one, a clean morning setup. We had a pulse bar forming. Again, these set up damn near every single day, and it is the most systematic and mechanical trading strategy that I think I've ever come across. That requires no stress, no emotions, no discretion. And it's not just me doing this. You're going to notice a theme here. Small risk, steady wins, real money, using the exact same process that you are seeing today. This is not cherry-picked unicorns. These are students following a mechanical system. And since you're here today, I want to help you get your own success. You've learned how to spot pulse bars. You knew how to place profit packages. You know how to manage trades and stack wins, and how to grow your account safely in maybe 10 to 15 minutes a day. The question is, what are you going to do about it? It's decision time. You've got the strategy. You've got the rules. You've seen how to make it work. What to do next? Again, this isn't some theory session. This isn't a watch and wait situation. This is about execution. You can keep watching webinars and chasing YouTube videos. Nothing changes. But if you take action, you've got a real shot at building something powerful. Think about this for a second. Where will you be in 12 months if you keep doing what you've been doing? We have the same results you want. We have the consistent income machine working for you, or will you be stuck guessing, over trading, and hoping? Right now, you got 3 choices. Do nothing. You close it down, walk away, stay where you are. Green door number 2, try to piece it together yourself. Rewatch this, take notes, maybe eventually get it working. Or 3, let me help you. Install the system, get it working in days instead of months. Trade with clarity and trade with confidence. I'd love to help you so you don't have to figure this out on your own. Today, I've shown you one piece of the puzzle. Now, there are 7 other money-making patterns that we use that will complement just what you've seen. And if you want support while mastering this, then I'd be delighted to help you. This is my complete rule-based trading system that lets you potentially generate consistent daily income using pulse bars, profit packages, and our mechanical entry and exit rules. The system works, but it works even better with guidance and feedback. And we pride ourselves on our student success rates. And if you're the right fit, then I'd love to help you get there. But the program is not for everybody. I'd honestly rather you not join if it's not the right fit for you. And here's what I mean by that. This is for you if you want a structured, rules-based strategy. You don't want to watch charts all day. You want to trade part-time without being glued to your screen, and you're ready to follow a process and stop guessing. This is not for you if you want overnight millions. You're addicted to meme stocks and moonshots. You don't follow rules and you prefer trading based on feelings. If you can't commit to a simple process, then it's not for you. So is everybody still with me? I've got a couple more minutes here. If you're still here, still listening, I've got your attention, then this is probably something that you're looking for. So this is how you can get started today. Get started today with what we call the SPX income system. This is my complete self-paced course that walks you through everything from the basics to automation to risk management to mastering every single trade type, including the one we just covered. It's designed to take you from zero to confident execution. First thing you're going to see inside the membership hub is our 5-day boot camp on demand. Myself and our options coach working through theory, strategy, setup, live trade analysis, and execution, setting up your option chains, and so much more. No fluff, only actionable education strategy. For those that want to dig deeper, really want to spend more time in the charts, the breakdown, the theory, Q&A, no stone left unturned. You'll find everything you need in our library, archive, and trading suite. We've made this about as simple as possible to get you going and onto the charts. No more fumbling around with complicated installs, tutorials, crazy configurations. We have already built workspace templates for you. All you have to do is literally copy paste. In under 5 seconds, you'll now be able to see and spot and trade our 3 core setups with ease, giving you the setup and entry criteria, suggested strike selection and key stats, directional bull bear bias and trend. So there's no second guessing. And that is only 3 of 7 total income strategies. So just imagine the possibilities here. And our motto is leave no trader behind. This is why we run a live members only Telegram room, runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our students ask questions and those questions get answered. We discuss setups, entries, wins, losses, occasional bad jokes here and there. We're a community and we help each other, okay? And as I've already mentioned, 7 income strategies total with entry, exit, risk management rules, strategies for those that wish to be more active or some that wish to be more passive. Guides, case studies, daily market analysis and updates. And you're also going to get access to all future live boot camps that we hold with this system. So here's the offer, guys. 5-day SPX Income Bootcamp on demand, complete strategy archive and trading suite, 3 pre-built indicator and workspace templates, members only Telegram room, 7 total SPX income strategies, all of the guides, resources, case studies, and more. Total value is over $6,400. Now, we're not going to charge anything close to that today. We are on a mission to create as many successful SPX options traders as possible because we believe in our program. We are that serious. We believe in helping our students. And bottom line is this: we want you to start trading with confidence. We want you to start getting real results. It's not going to cost you $6,000 to join us. It's not going to cost you $4,000 to join us. It's not even cost you $2,000 to join us. You can get started today. If you're serious about your trading, ready to take this next level and join myself and thousands of other students who are actively trading this method, you can get started today for a one-time payment of $14.97. Go to spxincome.t2markets.com and get started immediately. One-time payment, no renewals, no subscriptions, no additional fees, lifetime access. You can get started today. We've done a deal with PayPal where you can finance through PayPal, do a direct purchase through PayPal. You'll see that on the order form. And I want you to get involved in our community, okay? Get involved in our community where we help each other out. We're trading this day in, day out. And the only wrong choice is really doing nothing. You know, if this resonated with you today, then trust it. Because a year from now, you'll be looking back at this moment as either the day everything changed or the one you let slip past, okay? We trade this every single day. We have results, we have wins, we have losses, and we share that together. It's not a coincidence that you're here today. You've made it this far because this has spoken to you. And now it's your move, and you can get started by going to spxincome.t2markets.com and join us, join our team. Let's build this together. The tools are there, the support is here, the results speak for themselves. You just have to take the next step. Here's your offer guide, SPX Income System. You can reach out to support@t2markets.com if you have any questions, comments, or feedback. Our website is t2markets.com, t2markets.com. And I want to turn it back over and try to get the team back on time here. Thanks so much to the Traders Corner team. Everybody have a terrific Saturday, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside.